We're back for another girls bowling highlight between hosts Neuqua Valley and Naperville North. The Wildcats last competed in the Plainfield South Invite, while the Huskies fell to DeKalb on Monday. The Huskies come out of the gate on fire as Michelle Beck connects and throws down the first strike of the night. Wildcat Chanel Edwards follows suit as she responds with a strike of her own. Edwards would be the night's top bowler with a score of 553. Claire Child responds to Edwards with a strike as she throws up the X with her teammate. Claire finishes the night with a score of 361. Wildcat Erin Scott attempts to respond with a strike of her own, however she's 6 pins shy. In her follow-up throw, she leaves no pin standing, landing her a spare. Scott would finish the night with a 418. Next up is Wildcat Kayushi Patel as she lands her first of many strikes on the night. She would earn 4 strikes in a row in Game 2. Teammate Anaya Emerson follows suit as she lands a strike of her own. Emerson finishes the night with a 473. North's Felicia Openshaw looks to erase the Wildcat smiles as she buries all 10 pins with this throw. Openshaw would be the Huskies' second highest bowler with a score of 408. Getting the final strike of Game 1 would be Neuqua's Serena Marai as the Wildcats take the first game 758 to 631. Game 2 starts with a bang from Patel as she opens it with a strike. The Husky Bake responds as she knocks down all 10 pins. She would be the Huskies' top bowler on the night with a 427 series. Suhana Merchant responds with a strike of her own. Merchant would finish the night with a 387. Husky Kenzie Waddles tries to respond to Merchant's strike, but is just 2 pins shy of doing so. In her next throw, she crushes the remaining 2 pins. Waddles ends the night with a 307 series. Patel earns her second strike of Game 2, working her way up to 4 in a row. With this next throw, Patel earns the turkey, and she gobbles with her team. Patel is on fire and secures her 4th and final strike of Game 2. She finishes this game with a score of 167. The final strikes of Game 2 comes from North as Ellie Child knocks down all 10 pins on her first throw. In her next one, she repeats the process and gets the same results. We see you again, Child. She finishes the night with 373. The final game gets hot as Emerson opens things up with a strike. Husky Claire Child answers to Emerson with a strike of her own. Claire finishes the night with a 361. Waddles responds to her teammate by getting her own strike. Scott didn't like the look of that as she knocks down all 10 pins for the Wildcats. Now wrapping up the night, Patel goes on another big run for Neuqua. She connects here for the strike and a turkey. The Wildcat does it again, and she records 5 straight strikes in Game 3 for a 193 score. Neuqua Valley defeats Naperville North by 467 pins to wrap up the DVC regular season.
I felt pretty good because I'd only bowled like turkeys before, so I surprised myself by bowling 5 in a row.
Tonight's game, I came into the game with a goal of shooting 600. Although I didn't shoot the 600 series, I was very close. It's just off one game, which just means in practice I'll have to just try a little bit harder and get better so that I can shoot my 600 series at the next.